Hello again, it's Anne here. Remember last night we spoke about anger and how if you forgive yourself and forgive others, you are doubly blessed? Okay, I'm going to tell you about a very special saint, Saint Patrick, who is the patron saint of Ireland. In the 5th century, which was 1,000 years ago and more, 1,500 years ago in fact, Saint Patrick decided to go to Ireland to convert the pagans. Pagans believed in lots of gods, not one God. But St. Patrick wanted to change that. And the way he taught people to understand the concept of one God, but with Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, was to show the shamrock. 3 leaves which constituted the one shamrock. It was a way of teaching people to understand that there are 3 persons in one God. It's a big idea, but it's what we believe. Today's Gospel reading is from Matthew chapter 5, and it's a pretty radical one. Basically, Jesus asks us to love our enemies and pray for them. Now that's pretty hard to do, isn't it? To love your enemies. We're used to loving our friends and those we like and those we're nice to and those we play with and those who are in our family circle and friendship circle. But to love our enemies, that's a really tough gig, a tall order. But it's something that Jesus asks us to do. Do you think you could love someone at school that is not your particular friend? What about someone who has persecuted you or bullied you or made you feel small? Sometimes the school playground is a hard place to be, and children can often tease and taunt each other. I hope that's not been you, but it may have happened to you. So let's see about the big heart that you possess. Can you possibly bring yourself to pray for someone who has hurt you? Can you bring yourself to approach them forgivingly and lovingly and ask them to play with you? How fantastic that would be. What a big heart you would show when you can forgive and forget and include someone, just as Jesus said we should. We should love our enemies and pray for them. Yes, we can love our neighbours. We do that all the time. But loving our enemies is something special and something hard. So during Lent, let's make this particular effort, and once we start doing it, we can do it more often, and we can make peace, and we can include people, and we can build that love all around the world. Do you think you could do that? Could you pray for someone who hasn't been kind to you? Could you pray for the playground bully? Could you pray for someone who's teased you? If you can do that, you've got a great big heart. A heart like the Sacred Heart of Jesus. Jesus reminds us also that it's very important to keep the customs and rules of our faith and the 10 Commandments. Perhaps during this Lenten journey, you can revisit the 10 Commandments and put them into words that you understand. Discuss them with your mum and dad, your teacher, the children in your classroom, to make them real and relevant for you. So, your next big challenge. Can you make a special effort to be nice to someone who perhaps hasn't been so nice to you? Can you include them, forgive them, and most of all, can you pray for them? I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.